I'm joined now by BT's Transformation Digital and Customer Experience Director, Joanna Carman. Joanna, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Very excited to be here today, David. Thank you.
So I get really excited about seeing new emerging technologies. I'm a big broadcast and video geek, so volumetric video, fascinating for me. But you are in, for me, a really enviable position because you get to see customers implementing, putting to real world use emerging technologies like these.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in an incredibly fortunate position. And before I talk more about that, I just want to ask the audience for the second poll that we've got running today. And that is, which emerging tech are you most interested in adopting in the next 3 years? That poll should be up on your screens now. Please do complete it and we'll come back to you to look at those results. You know, as you said, David, I am, in an incredibly fortunate position. And I think with all these super exciting emerging technologies that we've heard about, we just heard about it on screen there. For a big corporate, they can sometimes be a bit afraid to adopt these new technologies because it can seem, quite difficult. How do we do it? We could be a bit slow. I think what I've seen at BT and what I've been fortunate enough to see is actually in the COVID-19 pandemic that we've had, it's actually pushed us to adopt more of these emerging tech. We've seen over our 5G networks, things like remote diagnostics, meaning that patients don't have to go into a hospital, but they can be treated in their own home. It's about now bottling up that kind of magic that we've seen and using it in our future to help our customers. And I feel very privileged to be in that position.
And of course, you've been helping your customers embark on their digital transformation journeys, embracing emerging technology along the way. But BT is also on its own journey, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. BT is absolutely right now about building its strongest foundations to go with our passion for kind of connecting for good. I work in the enterprise part of BT, so I get to see everybody from kind of small to medium enterprises. And what we've been doing is making sure that we are going on our digital journey to support those small businesses so that their interactions with us can be seamless. At the larger end of the businesses that we support, our corporates, the big government businesses, it's about how do we act as a consultant and a partner to our customers? How do we go on our own journey, but also take our customers on that journey and really collaborate with them to make sure that their digital transformation is just as successful as ours?
Fascinating stuff. Thank you very much. Terrific story there from Alan and James. And Joanna, lots of fascinating ways in which that digital transformation is improving the experience not only of the workforce, but its sustainability footprint as well.
Yeah, I mean, some amazing examples from the people that we've heard from today. And what I've really enjoyed hearing is around the real focus on its customers and also the employees of the companies that we've heard from. I think having done this and having seen this across, multiple organizations, RBS, Vodafone, big startups, small startups, I think what's come through loud and clear today and what I would reiterate is about the partnership piece. So I think a lot of companies should recognize that actually you can't always do this by yourself, and actually partnering with expertise becomes really, really important. The example that I always give is, BT wouldn't build the iPhone from scratch. So why would we try and do this ourselves? I think the other piece that's just worth picking up on, and it was interesting to hear it from some of the poll results, is this kind of how do we deal with legacy IT and infrastructure? And again, the mantra that I always have, and I work for a huge telco, which obviously has legacy IT and infrastructure, is this transformation is like a couch to 5K. You're not just going to wake up one day and have moved everything onto brand new systems and IT. But the other point I would say is, to do that successfully, it's about iterating, but it's also about the business and technology teams partnering together. All too often I see it becoming a technology problem, and actually it's not. It's as much a business and a process problem. And so solving those things and partnering those things together mean that companies will be more successful.
But this is something, and I'm sure you've seen it in your experience as well, it's not just about getting your financial ducks in order for the transformation. It's about winning those hearts and minds, not just in the IT department, but throughout the organization, making sure you've got that internal buy-in for what can be quite a disruptive transformation process.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as say the finances are the easy part, but I definitely think that the cultural shift and taking people on that journey is the harder part. You see a lot of big companies doing kind of big top-down transformation announcements, and And they don't work, to be really blunt, because you could have the most buy-in at the top, but actually in big, huge companies, you need your people to be on that journey. The analogy that I often use is the lone dancer, and if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it on YouTube. It takes those kind of lead change agents, those kind of disruptors, those people who can see to do things differently, to start doing that dance by themselves. And over time, you start to see people wondering about what they're doing and going and joining that journey with them. And then it becomes kind of a snowball effect. I think as big companies, we have to invest a lot of time in making it relevant for every single individual across the company, and not just focusing on kind of management layers or leadership teams, but making it relevant for all staff within the company. And that is your job as a digital transformation leader. That is what we are here to do.
I love that lone dancer analogy, and before long everyone's boogieing along, but it's about finding those people, those champions who are confident, who are bold enough to start that dance in the first place.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Absolutely, and they are critical to company success, and they may not always be the people you think they're going to be. So you have to go and hunt them out, and once you've got those handful of people and you seeded them across the organisation, then it becomes what I describe as kind of a movement, and that is what you need for companies to change.